Jack, let's bring you in at this stage. Do you think they would have been wise to stay indoors this weekend?
I mean, I do see what she's saying, but I don't feel that where they are, they need to be sort of locked away and hidden out of sight. I don't see why. He's in America. He's going by what the Americans are doing. He was wearing a poppy. I don't think anybody else was. From all the photos I've seen, I think he was the only one with a poppy on. Yes, they do have Veterans Day on the 11th. Obviously, we have Remembrance Day, but they in America tend to wear poppies. I think it's more on the Memorial Day, which is, I think, late May, if I'm right in saying. So Meghan was doing nothing wrong. Harry was doing nothing wrong. I mean, Harry wasn't out, on the 11th having a massive party. Harry's the only member of the royal family that's actually currently served in a war. So none of the other royal family have actually served. So I think if anything, Harry knows what he's doing more than most. He's been there. He's seen the conflict. He's seen what it's done to people. So I don't think that he would have sort of gone out thinking, oh, I don't really care about anything. He does care, very much so. And knowing Harry, knowing how much he does care, I don't think that they have done anything. I mean, it was a Saturday night. He was invited to a party that they've said yes to attend to. And I'm sure people would have said, oh, what's the poppy all about? Why are you wearing it now? And, he would have had that conversation. So if anything, he's actively showing that he was wearing the poppy and he can actively talk about what's going on here in England.
Welcome to Glamour and Grit. If you love and support Harry as much as we do, you're in the right place. Before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join our community of Harry fans. I bet you didn't know just how much the internet gets it wrong about Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and how time and again the truth comes out on their side. Once again, the internet tried to drag Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, and once again it backfired. This time, the drama began after the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were spotted attending Kris Jenner's glamorous 70th birthday party in Beverly Hills. Photos quickly spread online, showing the couple mingling with celebrities like Kim Kardashian, Oprah Winfrey, and Mariah Carey. But instead of focusing on how elegant and happy they looked, trolls and derangers immediately pounced, accusing the couple of disrespecting Remembrance Weekend. The same critics who have spent years nitpicking everything Harry and Meghan do were quick to weaponize the timing of the event. How could Harry, a veteran, party during Remembrance? They cried. How could Meghan, who talks about compassion, attend a Hollywood bash instead of showing respect? The attacks came fast, harsh, and without context, the usual pattern from those who seem to live online only to criticize the Sussexes. But then something interesting happened. Amid the noise, a royal commentator named Jack Stooks came forward, and he wasn't having it. On GB News, Stooks defended the couple, saying it was completely unfair to suggest that Harry and Meghan had done anything wrong. His calm and reasonable take stood out in a sea of outrage. According to Stooks, people were reading way too much into a simple social outing and deliberately twisting it to fit an anti-Sussex agenda. And just like that, trolls and derangers started to look foolish. Again. First, there was no disrespect intended, and none proven. Harry is a decorated veteran who has served 2 tours in Afghanistan. Every year, he pays tribute to fallen soldiers in his own way. Sometimes privately, sometimes through actual initiatives, and sometimes through personal messages. The idea that one night out in California could erase years of service, sacrifice and respect is absurd. As Stooks pointed out, Harry's commitment to remembrance and veterans' welfare has never been in question. Second, it turned out that Harry was wearing a poppy at the event, a quiet but powerful symbol of remembrance. That small detail destroyed the entire narrative pushed by the haters. Far from ignoring the meaning of the weekend, Harry actually carried it with him. But of course, the trolls never mentioned that part. They only wanted outrage, not truth. Third, Meghan and Harry have every right to live their lives freely. They are no longer working royals. They're private citizens who choose what events to attend, who to socialise with, and how to spend their time. The remembrance ceremonies in the UK are organised by the monarchy, an institution they stepped away from years ago. Expecting them to be in London or act like senior royals is just another way of trying to control and shame them. Jack Stooks hit this point perfectly. He said the criticism was based on double standards, the same double standards that have followed Meghan and Harry since they left the palace. When other royals attend parties, galas or celebrity functions, the press calls it glamorous or charitable. But when Meghan does it, it suddenly becomes tacky or inappropriate. The hypocrisy couldn't be clearer, and it's not just hypocrisy, it's obsession. The derangers seem determined to interpret everything Harry and Meghan do in the worst possible light. If they go out, they're attention seekers. If they stay quiet, they're irrelevant. If they work, they're trying to upstage the royals. If they rest, they're lazy. It's a never-ending cycle of contradiction. But time and again, reality proves them wrong. The truth is, Harry and Meghan have built a happy, independent life in California. They're raising their children away from the toxic environment of the UK tabloids. They're doing good through Archewell, funding food banks, helping veterans, and supporting mental health programs. And yes, they occasionally attend Hollywood events, because that's part of their social circle now. There's nothing scandalous about that. Jack Stooks reminded everyone that people need to move on and stop policing the Sussexes' every move. His words were refreshing because they cut through the manufactured outrage. They've done nothing wrong, he said, and he's right. Over time, even neutral observers began to see how ridiculous the backlash was. Articles from People magazine and other outlets described the party as a classy, star-studded event. There was no inappropriate behaviour, no public statement, no disrespect. Just a couple attending a birthday celebration like countless others. The trolls had built a mountain out of thin air. By the end of the weekend, it was clear who looked bad, and it wasn't Harry or Meghan. It was the critics who had rushed to attack them without reason. The ones who scream privacy one minute, then stalk their every move the next. The ones who claim to care about respect, but show none themselves. In the end, Jack Stooks' defence wasn't just about this one incident. It was about fairness, perspective and truth. It was a reminder that Meghan and Harry deserve the same grace and freedom as anyone else. And it was proof that the loudest voices online aren't always the most truthful. So yes, once again, trolls and derangers have been proven wrong. They wanted a scandal, but there wasn't one. They wanted to shame Harry and Meghan, but all they did was expose their own bitterness. Meanwhile, the Sussexes continue to live their lives with dignity, love and purpose, refusing to be dragged down by the noise. And perhaps that's the ultimate victory. Not arguing back, not stooping to their level, just quietly proving them wrong, again and again.